An ancient Greek lyric poet by the name of Pindar once said, "The noblest of elements is water." Water has been the source of life since the beginning of time, and today we rely on bottled water for a clean, tasteful source of refreshment. First, I'll talk about the benefits of bottled water. Then I will talk about the boom in the bottled water industry. And finally, I will close with the strain that this industry puts on the environment. Let me first start by talking about some of the benefits of bottled water. The biggest benefit of bottled water is its portability and convenience. You can carry it with you anywhere. It fits in a purse, a backpack, a duffel bag, even your pocket. After a long workout at the gym, what's more refreshing than having a cold bottle of water handy to quench your thirst? Another benefit of bottled water is its taste. It always tastes the same, whereas tap water differs from area to area. The pipes that carry tap water have a major influence on the way it tastes, as well as the source from where it came. Water has different tastes from aquifer to aquifer, and especially from water wells. Most well water, especially in our area, is high in iron and has a sulfuric smell, but not bottled water. Although nearly half of all bottled water originates as tap water, it is usually treated prior to bottling. Methods of treatment include distillation, reverse osmosis, absolute 1 micron filtration, and ozonation. All of these forms of treatment purify the water, which creates tasteful water in every bottle. The benefits of bottled water are obvious. Now let's take a look at the boom of the bottled water industry. A study done by Green Nature suggested over half of all Americans drink bottled water. Although it is often 1,000 more times expensive than tap water, bottled water is being consumed in record numbers. Americans drank a whopping 5 billion gallons in 2001, according to the International Bottled Water Association. That's about the same amount of water that falls from the American Falls at Niagara Falls in 2 hours. The bottled water industry has seen an average annual growth rate of 9.8% in 5 years through 2006. This steady growth led to a consumption of 7.5 billion gallons of bottled water in 2006. That translates to an average of 26 gallons per person in the United States. This is in part because the bottled water industry spends tens of millions of dollars per year manufacturing the demand for bottled water. In 2006, the industry spent $163 million in advertising. In return for their millions spent in advertising, Americans dug deep into their pockets to spend $10.8 million in 2006. I know I contributed quite a bit to that. It is clear the bottled water industry is booming with no signs of slowing down. Finally, let's look at the strain that this industry places on the environment. Billions of gallons of bottled water are consumed every year, but what happens to all the bottles? According to the Container Recycling Institute, less than 20% of all bottles are recycled. This means that the other 80% ends up in landfills. One company has come up with a solution to help combat the major waste of plastic bottles. In 2007, Nestle introduced a bottle with 30% less plastic than normal bottles. As you can tell, it's a lot thinner than normal bottles. It's easier, it crushes easier, it's lighter, it's better for the environment. According to the Food and Water Watch, more than 17 million barrels of oil are needed to produce the plastic bottles sold in the United States annually. That's enough oil to fuel 1 million cars for a year. The refinement of the oil to produce plastic bottles releases greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. And we all know that these gases aren't good. As you can see, these gases lead to acid rain, holes in the ozone layer, different things like that, and it's definitely not good. It's not what we like to see. And this list The list of strains placed on the environment goes on and on. As we can see, the benefits of bottled water have created such a booming industry. But this booming industry also puts a major strain on the environment. Regardless of how the bottled water industry is viewed, whether good or bad, it'll always be around. The next time you purchase a bottle of water, think of how you could have the same water from tap for less than a penny. I would like to end with a quote from Wendell Berry. Having thoughtlessly polluted our streams and rivers, we have seen in recent years a rapidly growing market for drinking water. There is now a considerable cost that we are paying for drinkable water, which we once had in plentiful supply at little or no cost at all. And the increasing cost suggests that there may be a time come when the cost will be unaffordable.
I think that round's ruined.